Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a 6-month postpartum update. So basically I'm going to be talking all about how my body has changed since having a baby 6 months ago. I did plan on doing pregnancy updates all through my pregnancy, but that just didn't end up happening. So I'm going to do another video talking about my pregnancy experience as well. The first thing I'm going to do is talk about my belly and show you a belly shot of what it looks like now. So keep in mind that I have always had a super flat stomach. I've never been the type of person to get bloated or anything like that, and now my stomach has changed. So your stomach does shrink down, but in my case it didn't shrink down all the way. So it gets big when I'm bloated, it gets big when I eat. In the first thing in the morning it has a little bump still. Yeah, I notice it definitely in the mirror, and I notice it in some tops and things like that. In photos I don't always see it, so yeah, see if you guys can see it. So as you can see, it is sticking out a bit. All I've eaten is breakfast and had a coffee. I still have that line that you get from pregnancy. I did only get that towards the end of pregnancy, and I think it has faded quite a bit. Almost looks like it's gone, but it's definitely still there. I didn't get any stretch marks, lucky for me. Yeah, my stretch marks are pretty deep on my hips. They were kind of a bit scary to me when I first saw them, because if you pull the skin up, they look really silvery and deep. But yeah, they're only on my hips and my boobs. I have some, but I've always had some there anyway, so it wasn't too concerning for me. This is the front of my belly. You can possibly see the line. The one thing that did get a bit weird was my belly button. So it looks normal like this, but when I suck in, and if my belly ever gets back to this point, this is how it used to look. My belly button around the top looks a bit weird, kind of like saggy-ish gross skin. But yeah, that's my belly. So I just put up my hair because it's really hot, but basically, so the things that have changed, my boobs used to be really firm and higher, and since they've kind of drooped a little bit and they have more stretch marks than before, they're in no way saggy, so that's awesome. That could be because I only breastfed for 3 days. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so my boobs have changed, my stomach has changed, my weight has changed. So I always used to fluctuate between 53 and 55 kilos, and just before getting pregnant, I did get up to 60 kilos, which is the heaviest I've ever been, and that was because I was working out heaps and gained heaps of muscle. So during pregnancy I got up to 75 kilos, and then about 2 weeks after having the baby I lost all of that and I was back to 60. So now I'm at 60 still, but I found that my metabolism has changed quite a bit, whereas before pregnancy my weight would fluctuate heaps depending on what I'd eat, and I'd easily lose weight and I'd easily put on weight. Whereas now it just seems to budge, and it can seem like I'm losing heaps of weight and my face thins out and my legs thin out and everything, but then I'm still the same weight, so it's really strange. Another thing that has changed is that before being pregnant I could not stomach chili food at all. Like anything hot, I could not stomach it. After having a baby, I don't even remember how I figured this out, but now I'm obsessed with chili. Like I want everything chili and everything is so good. I can't get enough of it. And my husband actually loves chili, and even the things I've been eating, he's saying that's too hot for him, and for me it just doesn't even seem hot at all. So that's really strange. Pregnancy is bizarre, and the things that it changes is bizarre. The last thing that I can think of is, last things that I can think of. So my hair has been snapping off, and lots of people say that postpartum hair loss is a thing. I didn't experience it until about 6 months postpartum, and now suddenly the hair all around my face has started snapping off and getting really weak and brittle. And as well as that, my baby loves hair, so he pulls out my hair constantly, so that could be a part of it. Yeah, but he loves to pull out chunks of my hair all the time. And the last thing, which is kind of more negative than the others, is that I've since found out that I have a hernia in my abdomen/groin area. So the past month or so I've been feeling, when I was laying down, like a lump kind of traveling along my stomach, like almost like sliding across, and you could see it through my skin. So that was really kind of creepy. So I went to the doctor, and they sent me for a scan, and sure enough I have a hernia. So I'm going to have to get surgery for that. But basically The hernia arrived when I gave birth, so because of the straining I got a hernia, and then it's just gotten worse and worse in the past 6 months. Yeah, so they are kind of things that have changed in pregnancy. The chili thing is awesome and I love that fact, so everything else is kind of negative, but don't be turned off. Like, it's not that bad, and to me, like, I'm back in the size that I was before pregnancy. Yeah, I'm just like a few kilos heavier, and yeah, I'm not complaining too much about my boobs, like that's fine. And you lose quite a bit of weight too when you're like carrying your baby around, especially my baby is really heavy, and the hernia I think has gotten worse since I've been carrying him around all the time. He is 9.15 kilos I think, and I have a small frame, so he's pretty heavy, and he's 6 months old, and yeah, so that's definitely been a contributing factor. Yeah, that's all I have for this video. My next video will either be my pregnancy experience or my do's and don'ts of self-publishing. So I self-published my first book 3 years ago, and I have a new one coming out really soon, which is exciting, within this month. And yeah, so I've experienced a lot of different things along the way that have been positive and negative. And I won't be publishing with the same publishing place that I did last time and things like that. So there's a lot of different changes in book cover design and stuff like that. So that will either be my next video or my pregnancy experience, but both will be coming out. So keep an eye out for those, and thank you so much for watching.